Hello everyone, now we'll discuss about binders and adhesives. So binders and adhesives are added in the tablet manufacturing mainly for two purposes. When they are employed in the wet granulation, they aid in the granule formation, and whenever they are employed in the dry granulation, they promote the cohesive impacts. So these two are the functions of binders and adhesives. Coming to the various binders and adhesives, they are acacia and trichoganthe. They come under the classification of natural gums, whereas gelatin is a natural protein. The starch paste and pre-gelatinized starch are also used as binders and adhesives. Sugar solutions such as glucose, sucrose and even sorbitol are employed. When it comes to modified natural polymers, alginates and cellulose derivatives are employed as binders and adhesives. And polyvinyl pyrrolidine PVP is a synthetic polymer that is employed as binder and adhesive. Now coming to natural gums, acacia and trichoganthe are used in the concentration range of 10 to 25%. They are used in combination or alone. And they are more effective when added as solutions in the wet granulation than as powders in the dry granulation. When it comes to demerits, because of their natural origin, they are variable in their composition and this may in turn affect the performance. They are even heavily contaminated with bacteria, and the remedy for reducing the bacterial contamination is whenever acacia and trichoganthe are used as excipients, the wet granulation masses should be quickly dried at a temperature above 37 degrees. Coming to gelatin. Gelatin is a natural protein and sometimes it is used in combination with acacia. It is more consistent material than the natural gums and it can easily prepared as a solution form, and it produces equally hard tablets as acacia and trichoganthe. The next one is starch paste and sugar solutions. Starch paste is one of the historically used granulating agent. It is prepared by dispersing starch into water and then the dispersion is heated for a prescribed time. And during the heating, the starch is hydrolyzed to glucose and dextrin. And the properly made starch paste is usually translucent than clear. So whenever the starch paste is translucent, it produces cohesive tablets that readily disintegrate. So this is an important point. The starch paste must be translucent, then only it will produce cohesive impacts with good disintegration. So binders and adhesives . The next one is modified natural polymers. Examples are alginates and cellulose derivatives. They are used as dry powders for direct compression. They are used as dry powders for direct compression to provide binder properties. Whenever they are used as aqueous solutions, these modified natural polymers, they have adhesive properties. So when they are used as dry powders, they have binder properties, and when they are used as aqueous solutions, they have adhesive properties. The cellulose derivatives are majorly employed in case of tablet coating. So we will be discussing in detail when we discuss the tablet coating. As of now, the examples are methyl cellulose, ethyl cellulose, hydroxypropyl cellulose and hydroxypropyl methyl cellulose. So HPC or hydroxypropyl cellulose, it can be used as aqueous solution and also as alcoholic solution. So whenever it is used as alcoholic solution, it acts as an anhydrous adhesive. When it comes to ethyl cellulose, it is only used as alcoholic solution and it may retard the disintegration and the dissolution time when used in wet granulation. Now, PVP is the synthetic polymer that is used as an adhesive. It is either used in aqueous or alcoholic solutions. Polyvinyl pyloridine, it also has some capabilities as dry binder. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for further videos on GPAT.